What do you do when your plans to build the life of your dreams all come crashing down unexpectedly? You have no job, no income, you have bills to pay, and a family to feed. Yep, that's a troublesome situation, right? Well, you guys that are locked in with my channel know that I just shared a video yesterday that detailed my experience of quitting my job and shortly after losing my primary source of income. I hope that you guys were able to get a lot from that video. But in that video, I wasn't able to share with you all the things that I was able to do to actually get myself together and get back on my feet. So in this video, I do want to share those things with you. As a matter of fact, as a bonus, I'm going to throw in 3 passive income streams that I am using right now to create income in my life, and they're an absolute blessing for me, right? And I hope this really brings a lot of value to you. So if you haven't been on my channel before, my name is Anthony Deloach, and on this channel, I share my participation in high risk, mid risk, and even some low risk passive income platforms in the cryptocurrency, foreign exchange, and entrepreneurial space. So if that's something that you're interested in, I want you to lock in with my channel. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's jump right into it. Yesterday, man, I was telling you guys about all the emotions and things that I faced when I had quit my job and then I lost my income in one day, right? I went over all of that stuff, man, the emotions that I felt, the trouble that it brought, all of those things, man, because it is a real thing. And I know there's some people out there that's going through some real stuff in life right now. It hasn't been easy in 2024. And I want you guys to really let me know, engage in the comments. Let me know if 2024 has been challenging for you, right? Because I run into people all the time that saying 2024 has been really challenging. And you may have faced some things that you don't know if you can overcome, or it's been trouble overcoming some of those things. And I want to let you guys know that you can overcome it. As a matter of fact, I have a vision, and I believe that 2025 is going to be an absolutely incredible year. It's going to be a bounce back year for a lot of us, right? A lot of us are going to go to new heights in 2025, and there's nothing that's going to be able to stop that, man. So if you're excited about that, I want you guys to drop in the chat and drop a 7 in the comments or in the chat for me. Let me know. I'm used to saying chat because I'm usually on Zoom doing presentations, but if you could drop a 7 in the comments for me, that would be absolutely phenomenal. And so I want to share with you guys some things, some stories from my life that have helped me actually get myself together after I faced troubles or trials of any kind, right? So I want to go ahead and jump into it. I don't want to prolong this video too long, but I want to tell you, man, when I lost my income, man, it was so hurtful, right? I took a little bit of a little bit of time to gather myself, to get myself together, right? I didn't want to talk to a lot of people because I didn't want people putting unnecessary negative thoughts in my ears. So I didn't take a lot of calls. I didn't do a lot on social media, right? I had to do a little bit of isolation because I wanted to get my thoughts together and figure out what I was going to do. Not only was it me, I had a whole team of people that were looking at me trying to figure out what's the next move. Where are we going from here? And I had to come up with something. So I did. I went to God in prayer, and I just took my thoughts to him and I asked for guidance and all of this type of thing. And you know what? I did get some things. But the first thing that I had to do, and I want you guys to take notes of this, right? Because this is what I believe you should do anytime that you find yourself in trouble, is if you're in a hole, then set a goal, because fear and doubt won't get you out. The first thing I had to do is to write down my desire, where I wanted to go, right? Because I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew I needed to do something, right? That's a big thing. I knew I needed to do something. I couldn't just sit back and wallow. I had too much responsibility to just sit back and do nothing. So I had to figure out what I needed to do. And the first thing that I want to do is, where do I want to be? What do I need to accomplish? What do I need to achieve? What is that vision for myself? And I want you to take some time, if you're in that place right now, or if you ever find yourself in that place, or if you know somebody else in that place, I want you to tell them, and I want you to tell them or tell yourself that you need to set a goal. Set aside some time to figure out what that goal is. What are you going to do? Right? And I had to get clear on that. What do I need to be? Now, I told you guys in my story that I was at an income of $26,000 a week. But here's what I know. I didn't get that income overnight. I had to build it. And since I had to build it, I couldn't expect to get that overnight again. It was going to take a process for me to build it. So I didn't set a goal of $26,000 a week immediately. The first thing I wanted to do was to make sure I had enough cash flow coming in to be able to pay all of my bills and obligations and have some left over. So I set a goal at that time for making $10,000 per month. Maybe you've never made $10,000 per month, but that is something you desire. Maybe you could set that goal for yourself, or, maybe it's $5,000 a month. I don't know. Everybody has a different situation and everybody has different responsibilities and obligations. But after you assess your obligations and responsibilities, I want you to set a goal for yourself on where you want to be. And right now I am talking about financially because we're talking about income. And I want you to set that goal, right? You probably say, Anthony, this is not something that you're used to talking about on your channel, but I think it's something that's absolutely necessary that we cover. Because it gave me a different type of zeal when I had a goal to get to $10,000 a month. If I could just get to $10,000 per month, that will allow me a little breathing room so I'm not using all the money that I had saved up. I didn't feel like I was in a losing situation where my money was just dwindling. I would get some cash flow coming in. Now, in order for me to get that cash flow, I had to do something else, right? I had to start assessing what I had access to. See, a lot of people don't lack access, they just lack awareness. I got that from one of my mentors, right? A lot of people don't lack access, they just lack awareness. And that's where I found myself. So I had to sit down and I had to assess what I really had in my possession and what I had access to. How much money do you have access to? Do you have any money saved up, right? Do you have any savings accounts, CDs, money market, stocks, bonds, crypto, whatever it may be? Do you have any capital that you can have access to, that you can use to build you some more income? Now, you may have some capital, but maybe you need to save a good portion of that so that you can live off just in case something doesn't kick off as fast as you want. I don't want you to go into the situation risking all of your capital on something high risk, mid risk, or even sometimes low risk, because low risk takes a long time and a lot of times it's locked up. It'll lock up your capital for a long time when you may need to use it for your immediate needs. But I want you to assess what you have as far as money, right? The next thing is assess what you have as far as skills. I really feel that all of us have gifts and talents and skills that we can utilize. And most people don't realize it, but you can actually create income according to your creativity. You may have never thought about that. You may not think that you're creative, but if you sit down and take some time and really assess your skills, you're going to realize that you are a creator. One thing that I stand on is that I'm made in the image of a creator, so I am supposed to be creative. Now, you may not believe the same thing that I believe, but I want you guys to understand that there are some things that you have access to within you that you never thought about. There's some things that you can do to start creating income that you never thought about. And I want you to be open to that. Open your mind to that, because that's what I had to do as well. Now, here's the other thing. What resources do you have, right? There may be some resources, some things you already bought. There's some things that you have access to. And one of the greatest resources that you will have is people, right? There's some people in your network that you will be able to reach out to see what the thoughts that they have. There's some people that you may have as trusted advisors in your life, some people that could be mentors in your life. Different types of people that you will have access to that you can actually go lean on to see how they can be a benefit to you, right? And how you can be a benefit and value to them. And in turn, that may bring value into your life. One thing that you always want to do is to bring value to every situation that you enter in. That doesn't mean that you have to have money at the time, but that could be your presence, that could be your personality, or that could be anything else that you may have that could be of value to somebody else. And when you start bringing value into a room, it really changes everything for you. Okay, so I want you guys to really understand that and see how you can actually leverage some of those things to actually get yourself back in position and to get yourself back on your feet. That is so powerful. Now, here's the other thing, guys. I want you to start assessing what type of income. You got to reestablish your income streams. You don't have a job, right? Now, some of you all may be in the position that you may be able to go get another job. And in the world that we live in still what I call the gig economy, where you can go find different jobs. Let me tell you some different things that I did. See, I couldn't go back. I'd had some interviews, but I couldn't go back to the bank that I was with before. That didn't pan out. The banking industry just wasn't panning out for me because I was in the crypto space and I had a business in the crypto space that they wanted me to shut down before I would go back to work. Right. And they wanted me to shut it down and do all of this type of stuff. And I wasn't willing to do that. So I couldn't establish those jobs. Right. I couldn't go back to those jobs. And so there were other things that I tried to do that just did not pan out for me. So what I did was I actually took advantage of the fact that we're in the gig economy. Now, something that you may have never looked at is I went into a courier job where I could actually drive and deliver things, do like short-term deliveries for people, for companies, right? So I did that, used my vehicle that I had. Once again, it's assessing what you had. I had a vehicle that I could drive that was in good repair. I had just paid cash for 2 Mercedes. I had those vehicles out there. I could put them to use and I would be able to drive and make income where I was an independent contractor. I wasn't an employee for anybody else. I was an independent contractor with going out and making these deliveries for companies, and I was getting paid to do that. I was able to make about $1,000 per week doing deliveries. Now, it took up a little bit of time, usually about 4 to 5 hours a day for me. That was just my experience. You can look at it yourself. This is not to advertise that. It's just saying I want you to assess what you have access to be able to create income for yourself. You got to start thinking creatively, right? And so that was one of the things that I was able to do to create some income for myself, right? And so you can actually go in and look out. It may be something else for you. Some people actually end up doing DoorDash or Uber or those types of things. That's fine, right? Whatever you may have to do to create some income for yourself, you have to reestablish some income streams, right? Now, also, here's another thing that I was able to do was I was able to establish some passive income streams. But let me talk to you a little bit about that, because most people will tell you about passive income, but most people won't tell you this, that passive income usually is something that you have to build and it comes in over time, not overnight. You're not going to typically establish a lot of passive income quickly unless you have a lot of income to drop into that passive income, right? To drop into establishing that passive income. I always say, if you don't have it in your wallet, then you're going to have to roll up your sleeves, meaning you're going to have to go to work to make it happen. And so you can't be afraid of a little hard work temporarily. One of the things I always say is I will work hard for a short period of time to get paid good for a long period of time. That also creates passive income. See, one thing that people won't tell you about either is that passive income is typically either built or bought, right? You're going to have to do one or the other. And you have to decide what position you're in. Do you need to build it right now, or do you have the access to capital to buy it? Now, you don't have to always just use your own capital, but if you have access to good credit, whether it be on the personal side or the business side, then you can actually start leveraging some of that to actually get capital, so you can use other people's money to start building an income for yourself, right? But you have to know where to put it. It's very important that you don't go at this alone, that you have trusted advisors, you have some wise counsel that you can counsel with that will help you make the right decisions in that aspect, right? So that's why I always lean on people smarter than me so that I can create income, right? I know I'm going into a lot of stuff right here, but I want to make sure that you guys really understand how you're going to establish this income that you need, right? Now, I know that active income is that type of income that comes in fast and overnight. So that's why I told you guys, like, hey, look, whatever active you can do, you can go out there and start taking some action and getting some income coming in. Now, what's wonderful about the space that I'm in the passive crypto space, is that it allows you to play on the right side of the money, where most of us don't get to play in traditional workaday world. What do I mean? If you guys ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, I know I'm going into depth on some stuff, but I want you guys to really get this. If you ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he introduced the cash flow quadrant. Now, there's other people have different renditions of how this works and everything, but I'm just going to give you my interpretation of it here in this video. So what I want you guys to understand is there's a left side of money. The left side of money means that you are either an employee or you're self-employed. That means you either have a job or you own a job. That's called lateral income, or what they call linear income, which means that you have to show up for the money to show up. That's cool. You could do that, right? But on the right side of money, where most of the rich and wealthy people play, you have business ownership, business systems, and investing. And so that's how you actually going to start creating income and allow your income to grow exponentially without your work growing exponentially. All right. So you see how that's much different than what you are used to. So that's the reason why. The reason why I have a YouTube channel, because it allows me to play on the right side of money, where I can set up a system where I create a video and I can go out and I can share things with people. And if people are interested, they can go and purchase, or they can go and participate, and then I can get paid. I can produce, publish, they purchase or participate, and I get paid. I can produce and publish, they can purchase or participate, and then I get paid. Do you guys see the P's there? That is so important, that you have systems that you can do that. I can create a video today that will last for a lifetime on YouTube. I say a lifetime, but I really mean a long time. What if that video is around and it's actually producing income for me for a long time? That's not the way a job works, right? So that's the way business systems work. So that's one way. I'd rather do work today that's going to keep getting me paid day after day after day after day, time after time after time after time. See, I can go to work, then get paid, instead of getting, most people are used to going to work, get paid, going to work, get paid. That's fine. But once you get into this business system and entrepreneurship world and business ownership world, you will see that there's a better way to make money, where you can do work once and get paid for a long time. Right? So I want you to look at and assess things that you can do in the same effort. If you guys want to learn how to establish a YouTube brand that actually brings you passive income, I have a mentorship where I teach people how to do that, and you can join. It's very affordable. It's not something that's going to be crazy out there like a lot of other things that you see out there, right? I try to make things that I do affordable for the masses so that you can take advantage of it, right? I'm not trying to devalue myself. I'm just trying to get this to as many people as possible, right? And so that's why I like that, right? Here's another thing, trading. Trading is a very active skill, but you can learn the skill and nobody can take it away from you, right? So if you learn how to trade in the various markets, whether it's the stock market, the crypto market, or even the foreign exchange market, once you learn the skill of trading, you can get active and create income. There's times where you can get up in the morning and create an income for the whole week or for the whole day, right? There's ways that you can actually do that. You can start with a skill, and there's even ways that you can actually get involved and get a funded account, right? Where you can trade off of and make money off of that. You just have to find the reputable places to be able to do that. And I do have some things that you can get access to if you are ready to do that. But I don't suggest you do that until you learn how to trade. And I actually have partnered with some gentlemen that I've done business with before that have a free way for you to learn how to trade in the foreign exchange market, even the crypto market. You can even get some crypto signals, all that type of stuff that you can use until you get efficient with your trading. You can even join some live sessions and stuff like that. So I just wanted to let you guys know about it. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not trying to get something from you. I'm trying to get something to you. I told you it was totally free, right? So if you guys want to take advantage of that, that's something else. Now, you got to get into the investing world, right? And what I say with investing is that there's always risk that come in with investing. But if you ask most successful people, it's the risk that they take that actually changes their life, right? It's one risk usually that they take that changes everything for them. And if you're not willing to take risk, then you're not willing to get the reward that comes from risk, right? The ones who take on the most risk are usually the ones who get the most reward. I've been able to do some phenomenal things in the crypto space because I was willing to go out there and put something on the line, whether it was my name, my reputation, or my money on the line, right? And I've been able to go out and create a phenomenal income for myself in the things that I was able to do, right? And so those are some things that you want to look at. And of course, you can look at my channel. If you look at my most recent videos, you'll see some things that I am participating in that are bringing me passive income on a consistent basis, right? Now you can see if you want to take some of these and give it a try and check it out for yourself. In fact, I told you I was going to give you a bonus on this video, which I was going to share 3 passive income streams that are bringing me consistent income right now. And I want you guys to see these income streams because these income streams have been a blessing to me, and they are a blessing to me right now. Of course, I want you guys to know that I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice, and nothing in any of my videos should be considered any type of financial advice. The incomes that I make actively are not normal, and there's no guarantee of that income for you. It's an opportunity for you to be exposed to something that can bring you that level of income if you decide to put in the work and do all of that type of stuff, right? So I just wanted to let you guys know that, but I'm going to get logged into these platforms so that you can actually see how I'm earning income in just a couple of these platforms. As a matter of fact, I'm going to cover 3 of them for you right now. So I was able to get logged in now, and I want to show you just 3 of the income streams that I'm going to be withdrawing from today that are producing passive income in my life right now. Now, like I said, this is not going to be for everybody. I know everything is not for everybody and everybody is not for everything, but if you are looking for something that can actually help you earn some passive income, you could take a look at these. And of all of these, I have some more in-depth reviews on these platforms on my channel, and you can definitely check those out, right? So let's go ahead. Let's dive right into these income streams. This one is a very new one to me, honestly, but it was highly recommended by someone else that I was friends with. It's very new, but they had some very promising results that they were able to receive. And so this one is called Ventrobi. I know it has a crazy name, but it's in the crypto space. They're actually going in and doing crypto trading. They're going to be providing us also with the trading information and everything in the back office so we can see what the trading is doing. So I'm in this one. My total stake in this one is $5,000. Now you're probably saying, Anthony, why will you put in $5,000 in a platform like this? Well, the staking program that I'm in, this $5,000 is going to be staked for 45 business days. I get paid Monday through Friday, and the percentage that I'm getting paid Monday through Friday is 1.4%, right? So if I'm getting paid 1.4% off of $5,000 Monday through Friday, that means I'm making $70 per day passively, which means I don't have to go in and do anything for it. And I'm able to withdraw from this on a daily basis. So this one is $70 per day that I'm able to withdraw. Now I didn't withdraw yesterday, and I'm going to do a withdrawal today. So now I have $140 in here that I'm going to go ahead and withdraw from Ventrobi. So this one is pretty cool. It pays out Monday through Friday. It's 45 business days, which is about right around 60, a little over 60 physical days, right? Calendar days rather. And so that means that I'm going to earn in 45 business days, right? I'm going to earn a little over $3,000 from a $5,000 stake. That's actually pretty good for me, right? I like the way that this actually works. I'm making money on my money. I'm living off the money my money is making. My money is making babies over here for me. So I'm excited about this. Does this come with a level of risk? Yes, it does. Anytime that you have to put your crypto and send your crypto over to a platform, it does come with some risk. What I am expecting though is that this works out for me. I keep it in there for the 45 days, and then I will actually be able to get my $5,000 back and then decide if I want to go back in for another stake or if I want to totally leave then. So that's the situation. Now this program actually has some lower plans, so you don't have to start with 5,000. You can actually start with a smaller amount. Check it out for yourself. I'm not expecting everybody to come in with 5,000 or anything, or even have that level of belief in the platform or anything like that. But so far I'm liking this one. It's paying very good. The withdrawals usually take me less than 30 minutes to actually get my funds after I do my withdrawal. So this one is pretty sweet as well. So I like this one. All right. Now the next one that I'm going to talk to you about, I've been in for a little while now. I'm actually on my 3rd cycle with this one. This one is called Built It. And this one is probably going to be one of the higher risk of the ones that I have, just because of some things I went over in my initial review. But honestly, this one's been around for a while. I'm on my 3rd cycle, as I said, and it's paying pretty good for me in here. Now this one has a higher percentage, is paying. The plan that I'm in here with 500, not 5,000, right? Because this is a higher risk platform. This is what I want you guys to understand. You have to understand your strategy on how you go into these passive income platforms as well. And you never want to put anything that you can't afford to walk away from, right? And I want you guys to know that the same thing that you would go to Vegas with, the same things that you would use in sports gambling or betting if you do that, or the same thing you would go on to vacation with, and you know that if you go and have some fun with that money, you're never going to get it back, then that's the mentality I want you to take. But over here, you have the chance that you could get a lot of it back. So I want you guys to really understand how I participate in this space. You don't have to do what I do. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm trying to tell you my best practices when I participate in this space. Now, with this one, I actually have that $500 stake in here. My balance right now is $56.60 that I'm going to be withdrawing today. So I'm going to go ahead and withdraw this. This is the balance that I'm going to be withdrawing. You see, I've earned $418.80 off of this platform, which is incredible because I've only had the initial $500 deposit. I've just continued to go back in with this $500 deposit. This is my third time going back in with this $500 deposit. And I've been in here, I think it is right at 45 days or something like that I've been involved with this platform. I don't know the exact time, but it's like 40, it's less than 2 months, right? So I've been in there about 45 days and I've been able to earn $418 off of 500. That's incredible to me, right? I like the way that this happened. You can't do this in a bank. You can't do this with traditional platforms. This is the power of these passive crypto platforms. So yes, it does come with a higher level of risk, but it also comes with a higher level of reward. And I'm willing to balance or chance that risk reward ratio there, right? So this is $56 that I have to withdraw from this platform. Here's another fairly new platform that I'm really enjoying right now. This platform is paying very well as well. And I like what I'm getting out of here. Now, I don't have as much in this platform. I have about $1,000 in this platform. Well, it's not about, it's $1,000 that I have in this platform. As you can see, invested is $1,000. Now, this is software that actually trades in the market. And I like the way that this one does. It's using some AI technology and all that to trade in the market. And it's been doing very well. With this one, you can go in and see the company performance. And you see the Lumina, which is the software, the live trades right here that is going through. And I can refresh this if I haven't been timed out. Then you can actually go in and see some of the live trades in the markets. It will scroll through. You actually get to see the things about the live trades here in the markets, and you get to see this. So that's pretty sweet there, right? So I really like the way that this is actually performing here. Now you see in this platform, I have about $615 for me to withdraw today. So I'm going to be withdrawing $615. Now, $600 of this came overnight. It was money that I found, right? Like it was in here that I didn't even know that I could claim, but it was money I was able to claim in here that I didn't know was available. And I'll do a separate video to show you guys how I was able to claim this money. But this was $600. What I earn on a daily basis over here is $15, right? From the passive reward. So $15 of it is passive. The other 615 was money I was able to claim over here. And so I claimed that. Now I'm going to withdraw this $615. Now, what I like about this platform is the withdrawals here are almost instantaneous. They usually hit my wallet in less than 10 minutes, which I'm excited about that as well. That's pretty sweet over here with this. Now, I told you, these are 3 different income streams that I'm using right now in the crypto space. I'm going to go back and tell you more because I have some in the foreign exchange space. I have some through a lot of different things that I do, right, that I actually earn income from. It's a total of about 13 different income streams that I have right now. I am really living the fact that I believe that one source of income is way too close to none. So I need to be very much diversified in my approach as I approach this space. But this is just from my passive side, right? So there's other things that I do from the active side that actually bring me income as well. And I really like that also. Okay. So hopefully this video has been very helpful to you all in your approach, just looking at bouncing back from things that life throws at you. Life is going to throw punches at you. Life is going to knock you down sometimes. But if we can go to God, right? Get a plan, take action on that plan, and go forward with all of our might and intensity, I believe that we can all we all can bounce back from the things that we face, right? I'm going to be doing more content around this, giving you guys more principles about this, but not only that, sharing my participation in these things, because I think you need to see somebody that's in real time, in real life, participating in things that you may aspire to do so that you can have something to model yourself after if you decide to, right? So this is your journey. This is your space. I want nothing more but for you to win on a higher level. So I'm going to continue to share my journey so that it will help you on your journey to achieving all the success that you want to see. If you're interested in learning how to trade and you don't, without having to pay any monthly subscriptions, without having to pay any startup costs or anything like that, I want you to watch the video that's about to pop up on the screen. This video is going to help you get access to a community and some people who are experts in trading so that you can hone your skills in trading, so you can add that skill to your arsenal so you can create all the income that you desire. Until the next video, I hope that you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day, and I am out. Peace.